Hi everyone, it's me Emily. Today I am doing a let's play and I will be working on a kind of farmer's market and lots of fruits and vegetables, and so it's kind of inspired by farmcore, but obviously this is on Tanga, which is my kidcore island, so I definitely want to make sure that there are lots of kidcore elements. I'm very excited for this. I've got lots of ideas, so let's get on with the build. You will notice CJ is on my island today. And because I knew I wouldn't have enough pocket space to do this kind of with the main let's play, I've already placed out lots of my different vegetables. So especially once these are all grown, because a few of them I think I am waiting on to grow in, it will look super nice and like you've kind of encountered a farm. And I'm using this 9-tile path, which is a little bit more natural than the stone pathing that I use on a lot of my builds. And so what I thought is over here I can place out a nice little section of it, just as an easy way to create like a splodge of an area, because I found the item that inspired this whole build is one of the ones that came up with a new update, I believe, and it is the tractor. And as soon as this came up in my Nook shopping, I knew I was going to be doing some type of a farm build, and so I definitely will be placing the tractor on that spot of land over there. And then I thought through the centre of this build, I would place down these stone pathing. So I want to place stone all the way down the middle, and then also create little sections that come off to the side, which is where the main marketplace will happen. And that's where I'm going to be placing lots of different stands and areas for items, because it's like the farmer can sell off their produce and stuff like that. That's kind of the vibe I'm going for here. And also the stone pathing is a nice way to still tie this back in with the rest of my island, because I've used stone all the way along. So I think this means it doesn't look like a sudden contrast, it will still match in nicely. And then here I go creating these little outspurts of pathing so that I can add in the stalls. I do have an Instagram now, it is Crossing Fools, and I was thinking it's a really good idea if you're on Instagram to go ahead and give me a follow, because I have been asking lots of questions. So for example, with this build, I asked people did they want to see me do a market or did they want to see me decorate the outside of my house, and this one got more votes. Don't worry, the house video, if you voted for that or you're interested, will still be getting posted. It will be the next video that I upload. The next Animal Crossing video, but it just kind of gives me an idea of what you guys would rather see, which is why I'm now building the market first. So I would definitely recommend you have a look at my Instagram. I'll put it in the description box as well. It's also just a nice way to come and be able to chat with me, because I'm definitely interested in talking to people on all platforms. And I'm just coming through and placing these stalls. What I did to keep them interesting is they are all customised to a different colour of wood, but to tie them in so that they don't look completely random, I used the same cloth type on them, which I think looks really nice because it means they've got some variety whilst still all tying very nicely in together. And then I'm just looking for some items to place on here. I had a carrot, but that was really all I could think of. And then I decided to come and grab some fruit. And I went with cherries because, if you don't know, cherries is the natural fruit of my island. So I thought it would be quite nice if you're visiting, you can try out some of the very original fruit that I had on this island. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's got a different name than natural fruit, but it's the one that initially spawns on your island. So that's why I chose cherries to go there. And then for some height contrast, I am going to place something a bit smaller behind this stall. And I decided to place down some custom designs underneath it just to add a bit more interest. So I'm going to use this strawberry jelly design, super cute. And it is the perfect length for me to place a wooden low table over top. This was a dark brown one, but I decided to switch it out because the dark brown was the exact same colour as the stool right in front of it. So instead I'm using this slightly lighter wooden colour. By the way, just in case people are confused, the reason why this one is coming under a Let's Play is because I didn't speed all that much up. The only parts I'm speeding up is my pathing. So for example, right here, I had to come and look at how I normally do my path just to check that I had it right. And then I'm laying down the custom tiles over this stone path. But yeah, it's only the pathing that I am speeding up. The rest of the build is in real time, which I think is really nice because it means if you're interested in, using this as design inspiration or creating something similar, you can maybe play along with me. And that's really what Let's Plays are, is for people to be able to play along and just relax a bit more. And then my speed builds, I speed up absolutely everything. And I tend to do that on my much more bigger and complicated builds because it means you get a lot more content within that short space of time. I can fit a big build that took me, sometimes it takes more than an hour to get a build finished. And then I can speed it up to the length of, 10-15 minutes and have it all in one video. Whereas because this was quite a nice, simple and quick build, I thought I could make it a Let's Play, so I hope you will enjoy that. You can let me know if you prefer watching the Let's Plays with a lot more real time, or if you prefer the speed builds where I get it done really quickly. Then along this edge right here, up by the stool, I thought I would place a flower bed. And of course I wanted to put down some custom designs underneath, so I am using these really pretty sparkles. By the way, if you are interested in any of the design codes that I use on my island, I have a video called 100 kidcore design codes that you can check out, and that lists every single code that I use on my island. Or also if you can't find it, you can just leave me a comment and I will try and find it for you, so I hope that helps. So there we go, I think the flower bed looks so good, and the orange of the flowers matches the pumpkins perfectly, so it just really brings everything together and I love how that looked. Then over here I'm putting a cardboard box. At some point I'm going to, when I get another one of them, there are some cardboard boxes that have fruit shapes on them, and when I find one of those I will probably be replacing that cardboard box with one of the fruit themed ones. Here I think it looks so cute. I placed down a crow design, and the crow, it's like it's eating the vegetables. I thought that was so funny and cute. I'm just rushing back into my house right here because I needed to grab some extra items. I thought I would show you me grabbing them out just because it can be interesting to see what I choose, and maybe it will also help, like I say, if you're wanting to make your own design, you can see what pieces I thought would be good. And my pug Bumble has just come upstairs to join us. Hello Bumble. I'm picking out some vegetables and some food as well. And then the beach balls were in the watermelon customization, which is really cute because it will make it look like I've grown watermelons, which unfortunately isn't an actual crop we can have in this game. I placed one of the watermelons on the table. And then I'm also using this drink here, and this was the blood orange drink, and I think it looks so pretty. And then actually in a spare spot in one of these garden areas, I put down the other watermelon beach ball so that it's like it's growing up straight from the ground. I'm going to add a few more custom designs down. I was just thinking of different ways to fill up the space. And so the way I'm kind of thinking about this build is, like I say, I want it to be a bit of farmcore meets kidcore. So you'll see there's lots of very classic farming areas, like with all the crops, and then the stalls are quite neutral. But then I'm also adding in bits like this with a lot more colour. So the bright green table and the red cat grass brings in a bit more colour. And then here is my third stall, nice and green. And then again, just a case of finding different items to put. Then I actually came behind the stall to place down my mushroom because I didn't want the face to be on it. So I thought if I place it from behind, you won't be able to actually see the face. This is one of the Mario items, by the way. I'm not a big fan of Mario at all, I've never played it. But I just think the items are perfect for kidcore, so I definitely use them a lot. I really wanted to use the Bunny Day topiary in this build. It was one of obviously the Bunny Day items that Nook's Cranny was selling, and I thought it was so perfect, so I was definitely looking for a space. Here I am using this beautiful orange. I absolutely adore this custom design, but I do try to limit how much I use it because I feel like it is just so vibrant. After I've used it, too many times, it will stop being as exciting, whereas when I really space them out, I just think it brings such a beautiful pop of colour to the build. And it was on this mushroom that I decided to place this mush platform. The yellow actually works really well and it's centered so perfectly, which I adored. Unfortunately, the Bunny Day topiary didn't fit on top. Instead, you'll see me try placing the peach here, but I really didn't like how it ended up looking. I just felt like it was a bit awkward and I couldn't get it to sit right, so I decided to remove that. And then I plucked some of this wheat over here and just replaced it with some wheat instead, which I think looks so cute and just so much better. Plus the yellow on the yellow looks really nice, so it's got some nice colours going on there. I'm putting down a cow, perfect for a farmer's market because they would probably be selling some milk and animal items as well. And here I go, putting down my Bunny Day topiary. Finally found a good place for it. I think it is so adorable. And then I placed it just on the edge of a puddle, which I think is so funny and cute. And of course, I feel like I always forget to use puddles in my build, and then I'll use one and then I want to go and place like 10 more puddles down. So here I am just adding another one of those water designs. And I put a flower on this little garden area and I think it looks so cute. And I came and did the same thing up here. A nice bright blue flower. I'm putting down some shopping bags, which I think is nice because if you were coming here to buy stuff, there may well be some bags on the ground. Just little details to make it all a bit more interesting to look at. And you'll see I didn't make this build over a huge area of space. I tried to keep it quite small because I knew I wanted to be turning this into a let's play, so I didn't want to have too much building time taken up. And then I'm using this pumpkin table here. I did try turning it the other way so that the face wasn't as obvious, but I thought it just looked a bit silly, so I didn't stay with that. I'm turning it back to be the right way. But I really like it because it's a pumpkin and this is all lots of vegetables around, so I think it suits quite nicely. And then I used the retro gas pump over here, which I absolutely love. I think it looks really cool. And the rust is actually really pretty somehow. I just think it adds a nice tone to the build. And of course I need to put down a custom design underneath. I went with the green Fruit Loop. There we go. Just remove this one that I accidentally put on the beach. And then heading up here, I was just looking to use a final few of my items. I put the spilt milk as my custom design, and then I put the fire hydrant. I'm not really sure that this links into the build specifically, because there probably wouldn't just be a random fire hydrant at a farmer's market, but it is next to a piece of pathing, so I guess it could just be on the edge of a road, and I just liked how the yellow looked because I've used quite a lot of yellows in my build. And now I can take you on the final walkthrough. On this first stall we have a tree's bounty lamp and a mushroom, my gorgeous bunny day topiary, and some crops growing over here, and you can pick up some fruit and vegetables at this stall if you're interested. There is some wheat as well as some cat grass. Then over here we have my tractor. Someone has been doing lots of farming, and that's my kind of food stall with some ramen and a bamboo lunchbox. My little watermelon plantation. And with that, let me just thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you liked it, please remember to leave me a like and a comment, and consider subscribing for next time so that you won't miss my next videos. And with that, I will see you all next time. Bye!